Based on the demand curve for good X, it can be determined that good X has.
Well reasoned. No substitutes is the correct choice.
If the price doubles and the quantity supplied also doubles, the price elasticity of supply for the good is.
Great job. 1 is the accurate answer. The cross-price elasticity of demand measures how the quantity demanded of a good is related to the. Nicely done. Price of another good is a solid answer. When cross-price elasticity of demand is negative, it indicates that the two goods are. You got it. Your choice complements is right. If the price of demand for a good is 1.8, the demand for the good can be described as dash. Correct response. Elastic is the most accurate answer. If a price reduction leads to higher total revenue, this situation shows that demand is. You chose elastic, and it is correct.
Water has seen an increase in demand 8% this summer, while the price has decreased 12%.
Bravo, the 6-7 elastic is the answer. The percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price. Correct. Price elasticity of demand is the right answer. The value of elasticity of demand for a good will as the availability of substitutes. Valid point. Increase is true.
If the quantity supplied and the price change by the same percentage, then supply is.
Right choice. Unit elastic is the best answer.
The elasticity of demand for tissues is 0.66. This means the demand for tissues is.
Well done. Inelastic is the right choice.
Prada has seen an increase in demand of 70%, while the price has decreased 35%.
Exactly. 2 elastic makes sense and it is right choice. If the value of cross-elasticity of demand is negative, goods C and D are dash. Smart pick. Pen and ink is the correct choice. If storage of a good is cheap and readily available, supply is likely to be. Solid response. Relatively elastic is a valid choice. Measure of the responsiveness of quantity demanded or quantity supplied. You're right. Elasticity is the correct answer. Area of economics that deals with behaviors and decision-making of units. Great thinking. Microeconomics is the right choice. The price elasticity of demand for essential medicines is likely to be. Right again. Inelastic is a valid answer. For inferior goods, income elasticity of demand will typically be dash. Good job. Your answer negative works well here.
If the income elasticity of demand is greater than 1, the commodity is.
Nice selection. A luxury is the correct and valid answer. Describes very little a change in demand with a large change in price. Smart move. Inelastic is an accurate answer. The desire to have some good or service and the ability to pay for it. Strong choice. Demand is the right answer. The amount that consumers spend on a product at a particular price. Good thinking. Total expenditures is the right answer.
If the price elasticity of supply for a good is 10, then supply is.
Clear logic. Your choice elastic is sound and 100% true.
A supply curve that is a perfectly vertical line is indicative of.
Nice work. You chose perfectly inelastic supply, and it is correct.
The price elasticity of demand for the vertical demand curve is. Well picked. Perfectly inelastic is the correct answer. If the supply curve of a product is vertical, PIS is equal to.
Excellent choice. ZO is the right answer. What is the concept of elasticity primarily used to measure? Perfect. Responsiveness or sensitivity is the correct choice. If the income elasticity of good peas is 3, good peas is dash.
Excellent. Inferior goods is a brilliant choice. Products that can be used in a place of other products.
On track. Substitutes is the correct answer.
The desire, ability, and willingness to buy a product.
Sharp thinking. Demand is the right choice. The desire to purchase goods and services.
Well done. Demand is the right choice. A complement example would be all except.
You're right. Butter and margarine is the correct answer.
Demand for agricultural products is dash.
You got it. Your choice inelastic is right.
Products that tend to be used together. You chose complements, and it is correct. Cross-elasticity of demand is dash.
Right choice. Negative for complementary goods is the best answer.
For PES equal to 1. Exactly. P's is unit elastic makes sense, and it is right choice.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Excellent choice. Contact Narayan Changder is the right answer.